Can we all agree that when you go into DMZ and you shoot one of the bots, they go full John Wick for their fellow bot brethren that you just shot? Seriously, go into DMZ and try to exfil without a swarm of bots coming at you like it's World War Z. The CDL franchises, well, at least half of them have released their jerseys, and well, I kind of want to rank them. And lastly, for everyone who's not a late night gamer, not one of you degens, you might not have noticed, but there has been an update, and I kind of want to do the TLDR version of the update because I know there's going to be plenty of other streamers who go line by line, and I just kind of want to give you a summary because it's really a lot of fluff. But at the end of the day, it did fix and address numerous issues that we've been seeing that have been plaguing the launch of Modern Warfare 2. Before we hop into today's daily dose of esports and gaming, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that I exist, and if you didn't know, over 90% of people who watch my videos are subscribed, and we got to get that ball rolling and get the momentum flowing, baby. So just do it! Just do it! Share this video with all your friends, that way you guys stay in the loop and one step ahead of all the leaks, rumors, news, and updates. So with that said, let's go ahead and start breaking down the CDL jerseys, or at least the ones that we have. Let's start out at the tippity top of the iceberg. You got Florida Mutineers in their jersey. It just looks fuego, and this has to be such a dub for Florida Mutineers because as of recently, the talks and the vibe around Florida wasn't that good. It wasn't that high. But now with this swag of a jersey, if I've learned anything in my time of paintball, is that you look good, you play good, and these jerseys look fire, so we're giving it an A. Next up is LA Gorillas, and honestly, they get a B+ because I like the black and purple and the subtle little LA print throughout the background. I think it just does a really good job of blending in their brand, the vibe. I think it's really good. But I swear, if I don't see them put out a tutorial on how to do this new G-walk motion, I'm gonna get a little upset because the LAG, the Gorillas, it's literally in their name. I mean, that seems like an easy slam dunk. Am I faded for this? Or let me know down below. Now, we can't give Minnesota an A+ on them being the most vocal team, saying their jersey is the most fire. And while it does look dope, I just have to give it a B because it reminds me a lot of the LAG where it has this like subtle print design. But out of the jerseys that have the print design that's going on, I think it's the best one because it has that like Minnesota vibe, Celtic Viking-esque kind of print to it, and has these teal and purple little flakes that kind of give it like a snow vibe because they're the kings of the north, or at least the self-proclaimed kings of the north, because Toronto Ultra wants to have words with them with that. So I'm just sitting here trying to think, who would I actually rank higher, the Minnesota or the LAG jerseys? I don't know, but if I surprisingly got one of them in the mail, I would definitely say that would be the best jersey for the entire year. Now moving forward, and we're going to go to Atlanta FaZe, and I wouldn't say that they're anything less than a B because that would be rude, but this just seems kind of like the standard print that Atlanta FaZe has been going for. And I'm disappointed that they're not leaning into Tiger Stripe, because when I'm thinking of FaZe and competitive FaZe, I think of the red and black Tiger Stripe. In fact, I'm actually very upset by this, and that's why they're going to get a B- and rank under Minnesota. And talking about Bs, we were bound to bring up Boston Breach's jersey. Do you guys see what I did there? Do you not understand how hard that take was? And although their introduction to the league has been well received, and this mask idea and glitch thing that they've got going on has been honestly a slam dunk and fun to see and engage with, I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't make their jerseys a little bit more glitchy and interactive. I really would have thought of any of the organizations having a barcode go across the back or the chest that, I don't know, goes to a landing page to where you could buy that exact same jersey. Just seems like it would be an easy slam dunk. You know, Boston Breach, if you guys want an add-on to the marketing team, I'm up for hire. I would love to, work with you guys. And honestly, green is kind of like my favorite color, so I don't want to rank you guys anything lower than Atlanta, so we're going to say a B- right next to Atlanta. Lastly, we got to talk about LA Thieves. And unfortunately, I have to give them a big fat F, because when it comes to teams that are going to be dripping in heat, there's two teams that I think about. I think about Optic, and I think about LA Thieves. And recently, LA has been crushing the merchandise game with all their actual merchandise that come out looking good and being high quality product. So the fact that we just got a black with a very vague checker print with the red LA Thieves logo on top is just thoroughly disappointing. But I want you guys to let me know, out of my predictions and my ranking, where am I right, where am I wrong? Give me your rankings down below. Last night we got hit with an update that hopefully fixed and addressed the numerous issues that have plagued the launch of Modern Warfare 2. My favorite part of the update was the change to the camo system that allows you to actually tab through the camos, allowing you to pick the actual camo group, as well as put on a filter to see which ones that you have unlocked. Now, plenty of creators have already made videos where they go line by line, reading each one of these fixes and kind of giving their own thoughts on it. But honestly, that's just a bunch of fluff because it's a bunch of quality of life changes. Not allowing people to fall through the map, doing some balancing and nerf to the armor piercing rounds so that the armor multiplier effect goes away, So I don't know what the armor piercing rounds are going to do now. It stopped players from turning invisible, and ideally they said that they improved the audio, but you know how that goes. What blows me away is the amount that they actually have to do updates on. And I know as a community we want detailed updates, but hear me out. When they originally had to do these updates, all it was they had to focus on was multiplayer and maybe the competitive scene. Now they had the addition of Warzone, which obviously we have seen how big Warzone is. But with Modern Warfare 2 brought in DMZ, which is another mode that they have to make sure is playable and functioning. That, just thinking about it, that is a ton of code to one, keep up with, and try to improve upon and make more efficient and add to, let alone try to take out the bugs. So even though this update was overall really good, private matches, which is something that I understand is probably in the bottom of the priority list for Call of Duty, Infinity Ward, even though Ravensoft is the one giving out these updates. I don't really know who's working on, which studio is working on these issues, but private matches are busted, and that's how the CDL pros are supposed to be able to scrim and get practice with their first major like a week or two around the corner. But with that said, it's just crazy to me because I feel like, how do you mess up private matches? In a developing and coding sense, that seems to be the easiest thing, at least in my eyes, on how to make work. And I feel bad because the competitive scene is just down bad right now. It feels like the developers are afraid to allow, let alone create, a skill gap that exists within their game. And I was watching The Flank last night, and Tommy brought up toward the end of the episode, or the end of The Flank, where he believes that skill-based matchmaking should not be around in public matches, and that it should be cranked up to 11 or something along those lines, and a ranked mode. Which I think if you put 100 people up and ask them how would you handle skill-based matchmaking in a video game, that's how 99% of people would say yes. The one person who would say no, that skill-based matchmaking needs to be in the public matches, his name would be Hutch over on Twitter. You can let him know over there how you feel about that. Just kidding. Be nice. But I agree with Tommy here. It's like, if you're going to have an open match and a ranked match, allow open to be like if you went to the paintball field on any given week and you're just going to play with who's over there. But if you go to a tournament or even like a ranked mode, allow that to be people who are of your own skill. That's where I'm going to wrap up today's video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Be on the lookout for the Mt Dew EXP codes that are going to be hidden throughout my videos, because for as long as that promo is active, I'm going to be scooping them up, getting cracked out like a spider monkey for you guys to get the codes. So make sure you please like, you share, you subscribe, turn the notification on, lets YouTube know that I exist. Share this with your friends, that way you guys stay in the loop. Hell, if your mom's hot enough, you can share it with her too. For doing so, here's a picture of my dog Annie. She is my buddy, she is my pal, she's my sweet little girl. I challenge you, make somebody laugh today, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Yep, nope, not in my house.